Intimate care, a very hot topic, not only for women, but for men. And I have some very special guests tonight on the set to talk just about that. Hannah and Dr. Peter. Hannah Troutman. I was like, what a fabulous name. So you are going to talk about some interesting topics, which our audience has been sending in lots of emails, and it's just a topic that's growing now. People did not used to talk about intimate care and sexual experiences as much as they do now, and it's just part of the game. It's part of the conversation. So first, I'm going to talk about something very important that you do is the P shot. Dr. Peter, tell me what the P shot is and who it's good for and how long it lasts.
Well, a lot of men suffer from problems with erectile dysfunction, particularly as they get older. Various things can cause it. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, or just as we get old, the blood vessels don't really work as well as they should. So the P shot was developed using platelet-rich plasma, or PRP, and deriving all the growth factors out of the platelets, and we inject that directly into the penis. And over the next 3 to 12 weeks, it helps to grow new blood vessels, revitalize the circulation. It helps to grow new nerve endings for greater stimulation. It helps with the supportive and connective tissues, as well as growing more skin. So a lot of guys realize that not only are their erections better, but the length and girth of the erect penis have increased. And is an attractive thing to a lot of men.
Exactly. And to women.
Well, exactly, right. How long does it last? Well, everybody's different. If somebody has a lot of medical problems, well, they may need to have the P shot repeated in 3 months. If someone is just starting to develop the problems, one shot may last a year, or that may be all that they need altogether. But oftentimes we end up having to repeat it maybe again in 6 months or so, just to help tune things back up again.
Is there a certain age that you have seen more people? You said, as you get older, erectile dysfunction happens. Have you seen a certain age that it peaks at, and a certain age that perhaps they decide that it's not something that will help them?
No, I think most guys are probably interested in having sex until the day they die.
They die. I love it. That's what I thought you would say. I love it.
And I've seen guys that are in their mid-80s to 90 that are still allegedly having sex.
Right.
So, men in their early 20s may have problems with ED, and the P shot can help, or right up until the end.
So age is not a factor, really.
Not
That's
really,
what I was
no.
looking for. Age is not a factor.
Right.
So it can span from 20 to death,
Exactly.
near death, almost death.
Well,
Could cause no.
It could cause it.
Yes, but it would be a good ending, right?
Exactly.
So that was great, and how is it different from? So many years ago there was a pill, the blue pill, that's still very famous. How is it very different from that?
Those
Long-acting?
medications help to relax the blood vessels, to improve blood supply, but you've got to be properly stimulated emotionally, mentally, and physically for those to work.
Right.
The P shot just helps to revitalize the blood flow, the blood supply altogether.
I'm so happy because this is something new to me. Like, this is our audience. This is something that I love that you're here tonight to talk about, because it is something new. And we like to bring all the newness to our audience. And you're going to talk about something that's the O shot. Now, who is this for?
So the O shot is for ladies, and anyone can get it from 20 and up. It's great for women after babies. But the O shot is made from PRP, which is the platelet-rich plasma, and it's great for women that are incontinent, and 90% of women who laugh and jump and play and they're like, oh, I have to pee.
Right.
Those are the women that qualify for the O shot, and it definitely helps with sexual dysfunction for women, and
Right.
gives the ladies
Libido
more chances
back?
to
Yes.
get it
Some
back
juicy
and
flowing.
have absolutely. And so O shots for ladies.
So the same question I'm going to ask you for the O shot. How long does it last, and what is an age group of who you see that is the target for this?
So it does depend on the person and depending on their pelvic floor. And I would say, sorry, tell me your second question.
Oh, that's okay. So, how often do they need to have it? The target
Pretty much
age
once a
group,
year.
once a year. Okay.
Once a year, but it depends on the person.
Okay.
And the age group would be great for someone who's just had a baby.
Right.
And then
So 20s to near death, right?
Well,
Dr.
exactly.
Peter will
Right.
say near death. Women like it too,
I
right?
always say that when you go and you get Botox and you use it to basically paralyze the muscle to get rid of lines, it's a preventative.
Right.
Everyone needs to do an O shot as a preventative, and people don't know that that even exists and that's an option. So I would definitely say everyone.
Everyone. Okay, let me ask you a question. It sounds very painful because it probably goes into a specific area. The O area, right?
It's not.
Yes? No, it's not?
It's,
okay.
And it's so quick. It's the longest,
Little tiny needle?
the little
Exactly.
tiny needle, but the longest
He's
time.
like, no, I
is-
do it. Dr. Peter does. He
Oh,
said,
yeah, he
you
does it.
haven't had it done. You don't know if it hurts.
No one has screamed.
Okay,
Uh,
well, there you go.
Everyone, it's the longest part of it is numbing. That's it. And then it's like 5 minutes, it's done.
Is that a topical or is that an
It is.
injection?
It is both.
Both. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so the next one is something I've never heard of, but it sounds pretty amazing. The Magnum. Dr. Peter, can you take that? What is the Magnum? What does it do?
The Magnum is an innovative procedure. It's using neurotoxins, Botox or Jeuveau or Dysport, whichever one, and utilizing that to treat, problems that probably 3/4 of men experience, and that's, shrinkage. In certain situations, guys feel like they don't measure up, so
Measure
to
up.
speak. Things tend to get a little bit scared. Injecting the neurotoxin into the penis helps to relax the muscles so that the flaccid penis will appear longer. There's kind of two basic men, growers and showers.
Okay.
So there's hope out there.
Then this procedure converts the grower into the shower.
Like how many inches can it add? Grower to a shower. Now that's a big calling
I
card.
think that depends on the person too.
Right. But that sounds like a big calling card from the grower to the shower, right?
Exactly, right, yeah.
Right?
And, it helps to boost your confidence because now in the locker room and so forth, you feel a little bit better.
Right. Okay. So it adds size is what you're saying.
Right.
Right.
It can also help with ED, just the way it's relaxing the muscles in the vasculature.
Right.
So it kind of helps with both.
So I have a question that's a burning question. What is the average size of the guy that would come and see you about this? Like that is just the question that everyone's going to want to know. So I'm going to dice it right out to you.
Well, it's kind of all sizes.
Right. But there has to be a specific, like a range of this person you see more of.
Well, it's probably
It's so personal because when
Right.
people come in, it's such a personal thing to ask someone to do.
Exactly.
So it's about building confidence,
Right.
and it's definitely doing that.
Right.
So it just depends. It really helps with all sizes, but majority of people are the people that want a bigger size. So
Right. I'll say the ones
It-
that have
okay,
a bigger
people
size don't need
They don't
a
need it
bigger
from.
size. They don't need it. So yes, exactly. So I'm sure there's like a penetration of like a specific group, and so you're saying that it just gives some confidence.
right.
it
Yes,
does.
absolutely.
And
Okay.
everyone's different. And everyone's so unique, but they do walk out very happy.
Well, good. I love it. These are such, it's very difficult conversations to have.
It is.
And I'm sure when they come, come visit, a doctor to talk about this, it's so at ease because it's something that, is in your wheelhouse, what you do every day. And it's something that, when a man or a woman gets to that point, they clearly need help. And it's so nice to know that something's out there. And I'm so excited that you stopped by the set because we like to bring these things to our audience. I was not informed of this. I had no idea. I've never heard of the Magnum before. And I didn't really even know there was a shot for men. I knew there was a shot and lasers for women.
You can do both together, or you can do the P shot and the Magnum together.
And what is the value of that?
ED and lengthening.
Oh, okay, all together. Okay, I
Right.
love that.
Full package.
I love that. That gives you the full package. I love that. We're all about packages. I love that.
One-stop shop here.
One-stop shop. So as we end, I want you to tell me how you guys met and how you actually, started working together.
Okay.
Go for it.
Go for it, Hannah.
So it's a funny story. I no longer had a location, and he called
She's
me.
an esthetician, so you no longer had a location for that.
Yep.
Okay.
So I no longer had a location, and he had tried to get in with me for a wax, and I said, all right. After a year, he kept calling. I called my sister to sit up front. I got a wax pot and a pop-up bed, and I set it up in my friend's spray tanning location. And he came in, and he was like the most normal person and wasn't going to kill me. So it was great.
Okay.
And so he basically came twice, and then I said, okay, I'm going to open up my own space like in a year from now. Just hang tight. And then I opened up. I called him. I was so excited. Before I could even do his back wax, I said, will you please be my medical director in the hallway?
Right.
And he was so excited. And then we got talking about more and more things that he wanted to do, because he has been an OBGYN for the last 30 years.
Oh, so
and
OBGYN.
he has just, in the last 10 years, got into the whole medical anti-aging. And we just really work well together, and we understand each other, and we have the same goals of how we want to treat people, and we want to give we just want to help.
Right. Oh, I love it. I love it. And I love that together I just feel such energy with you two, and that you're helping make the world, because sexual experiences are a big part of relationships and life, and having them enjoyed with the confidence that they need to maybe perhaps pursue that is like a big game changer. So thank you guys for stopping by
Thank you.
the
Thank
set
you for having
tonight.
us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. So Dr. Peter and Hannah with Intimate Care, making the world a better place, and it never stops until you pull the plug.